Welcome to Music and Hoops. We are here, another episode. Man, I know I don't sound enthusiastic as much, but we're in the building, bro.
Yes, Sirski.
And we are ready. My host, co-host, Matthew, and the
Trying to
guy
say Matthew, and you said Matthew.
Matthew, and my dude in the shadows who's been hating on me all day today, the real Apu.
Yes, sir. What's
Hater
up, everyone?
ass.
They can call me a hater. They can call me the realist. Doesn't matter to me.
Definitely not the realist. Nobody called you that. I'll say that much.
Only on IG, it's the real Apu.
And we in the building. Today we got a lot to talk about. I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to this. So let's talk about it. Tell us what's on the agenda today.
Oh
The
man,
real
the first
Apu.
topic, man. It's been going crazy. One of the realest brothers in the game right now,
Ooh,
in terms of podcasters, godfathers.
Godfather of this industry.
Exactly,
We look up to him.
the realest podcaster.
The man with the $100 million check.
Joe, motherfucking Rogan.
Joe Rogan
Is under the spotlight right now, man. He's just getting hate. It's like a smear campaign right now. Just
is one of them cancel culture shit.
cancel culture at its finest right now.
Ooh.
Going after him.
Jeez.
So
It is true though.
yeah. So they even deleted
Fuck you, cancel culture.
they've deleted already 113 episodes of his podcast on Spotify.
God!
To start off a little bit with some facts on
My days, 113?
113.
Wow.
So the reason he's been getting all this hate, I'm gonna say hate,
Yes.
because I feel like it just random things just thrown at him at a random time.
Where did this come from, bro?
Yeah, it's not like he just recently had something in an episode and they fans revisited the episode. It wasn't like that. It was a clear, someone or a group of people decided, I do not fuck with this guy today. Let's get him off the mainstream.
Okay. Let's roll back a little bit. So I remember seeing, he got criticized for talking too much about the vaccine and telling people not to take the vaccine.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then Neil Young, who's like 150 years old. I know he's a Canadian legend, but come on, bro. And he wanted Spotify to take his music off, I believe, right? Because they kept Joe Rogan, which is pretty stupid because I'm sure they make more money off Joe Rogan than Neil Young's music. No disrespect, bro, but your music is outdated. Ain't nobody really listening to Neil Young like that. Maybe my great aunt or something. So that's where it started from, right? The vaccine.
Yeah, the vaccine, all his podcast on how his their kind of beliefs and like what he thinks is right about vaccinations and stuff like that. So they're just taking everything that he says now out of context and just going for his throat, really. And just it's like you said, I feel like it is calculated in a sense.
Yeah, I agree with what you said, and that's why I looked at you, because I want to go back to what you said. It's some motherfuckers up there that are trying to sabotage his campaign.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. I don't like this whole cancel culture, especially randomly. I don't like how
See how he said it quietly? He's like, fuck, I don't want them to cancel me.
I don't care. Cancel me right now, bro. Cancel me when I make it.
They gonna try to cancel us.
I
But
don't give a shit.
Joe Rogan is someone who is a very positive figure. Okay. What I don't like about the cancel culture in general is just how dehumanizing it is. Okay. There's certain mistakes that we agree as society is illegal and stuff, and then there's actually honest mistakes. Like, we all grow up, we've come from societies with different perspectives. It's hard to create your own, and we make mistakes. We're human beings. So, for him to have all this stuff resurfaced over what? And it's not like he was. I just don't like that, because we all make mistakes and we all Joe's podcast is not perfect. There's little flaws in it. Anything that becomes the biggest has gone through a lot of failures before it became successful.
Yeah.
So sure.
And we don't have to agree with everything he says.
Exactly.
So,
I have to light a blunt for this shit, because it's crazy that you say that. He's the type of dude he's always been like this. Even when he was on YouTube, that he always gets both perspectives. He was never biased. He was never seen as a biased person. He always likes to be challenged. He always gets guests that challenge his mindset. So for me to see all this right now is like, what is this about? Like Matt said, is this an agenda? Is this the people out there? We want to talk about the cancel culture. I'm sick of the cancel culture real quick. I want to say this shit. Fuck the cancel culture. This shit doesn't exist. And the people that believe it, you normal people that believe it, are not going on Twitter and tweeting this shit. You see it on Twitter, and when you see it on Twitter, oh, the cancel culture. Fuck the cancel culture. They don't represent no people of color. They don't represent African Americans. They do not represent LGBTQ community. They do not represent women empowerment. They represent nothing but powerful people and their fucking agenda. I am sick of this shit. I am sick of fucking people biting the bait when it comes to racism, when it comes to LGBTQ, when it comes to fucking women empowerment and people of color. I am sick of it. And that's what the fuck this shit plays on. Every time the cancel culture plays on those strings and we fall for it. The normal people fall for it. Most of you guys don't even have the same opinion as the cancel culture, yet you're posting this shit because it's popular, because it's everywhere on fucking social media. Get your own goddamn opinions and stop fucking looking at the cancel culture. They do not care about you. They are a bunch of bots. They are a bunch of robots who tweet shit and fuck
Facts
people.
only.
And like my partner said, they dehumanize. They don't even fucking look at humans anymore. Why? For who? For someone's agenda to make money. They don't give a fuck if that person is canceled. They don't care if that person learned the lesson. They don't care if that person's actually sorry. They don't. Okay? That's the truth. I don't want to talk about cancel culture no more.
Yeah.
And this is why I sparked the blunt, because I knew I hate them. I don't like them. And I've said it. I don't like you guys.
I love that.
You guys are not real. And the people that support it, you guys are fucking idiots. I am sorry. You guys are not aware of what's going on. You guys only want to follow what is popular and can't make an opinion for yourself and can't actually do some research and look at what people are doing, how they're bettering things.
Facts
That's just
only.
my thing, man. Y'all tried to cancel Kanye and the man fucking laughed at you. You tried to do that to Trump and Trump laughed at you. You tried to do that to millions of people, and some of them fell for your thing and said sorry, and some of them said fuck you. And if you guys ever come at me, guess what? I'm gonna tell you, fuck you. You guys don't control nobody. You don't. And what's sad is that these companies are working with it. Why? Because the companies are what started this cancel culture. The companies are what's making this shit
Facts
work.
only.
Because if I'm in power or you're in power and I'm going against your agenda, you want me gone.
Yeah.
You want me gone. You have money in a marketing fucking world where you can spend money on marketing and advertisement.
It's controlling people.
Right.
Just a side note, shout out to the girls on TikTok. I haven't said that in a while. And like, yo, all these girls on TikTok, they just get badder and badder. And I'm just so happy with. Yo, don't shake your head.
Yeah.
Yo, you know you love it.
Shout out
too,
to all
bro.
you thoughts on TikTok, bro.
what is it?
Sirski.
We've been said we show
What is that?
thoughts.
What is that for?
I don't know why
What are
he's
you
giving
talking-
shout outs to girls on TikTok. Speaking of shout outs, I want to give a shout out to Fifth, Toronto brand, for their family. Go support them. Love it.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Tell them.
You know what, man? I think TikTok is something where a lot of people have this notion that like, oh, it's only for the young generation. It's not something where you could be in your 20s, late 20s, 30s, even 40s and be involved. Or you're looked at weird. Like, no, it's not like that. It's actually the new wave. And if you've seen the girls on TikTok the way I seen the girls on TikTok, you would be on it too. So, just saying.
Did you go into Epstein's Island?
Nah, bro. Fuck out
Anyway,
here.
we're gonna go back to Joe Rogan. Like you were saying, I definitely believe it's an agenda. I mean, come on, look at what he's talking about. He's talking about the vaccine and the mandates and how you shouldn't take no vaccine and how the mandates are not it. And the people who have the agenda of pushing the vaccine and the mandates are gonna not want that, right? And I think that's where we at right now. I don't think he should have apologized. But again, when you are an employer, when you work under someone, because he is an employer of Spotify. Spotify gave him $100 million, so he has to apologize. He had to do it, and I think he did it in the most perfect way, in my opinion. It's just like, here, take an apology, but I wouldn't apologize because he's not doing anything wrong. He had people challenging him about the vaccine. He didn't just give one perspective. And for Neil Young, again, started with Neil Young. How the hell is Neil Young talking about Joe Rogan? No way. Somebody had to say something for Neil Young to be like, oh, Neil Young, you're in Canada, bro. We have a lockdown. We still in a lockdown. Saskatchewan just took away the fucking mandate, right? We have this truck convoy, which I don't want to go into, but what? This dude, there's no way. Somebody had to. Someone, I don't know who it is, who's that someone, we don't need to know, but there are companies, there are people who have an agenda, and if you go against it, they're not going to give you what you want, and they're going to target you, and they might target us because we're not really with the agenda.
Yeah, we're speaking our mind like Joe Rogan speaks his mind all the time, right? He's one of those podcasts that really open your mind to other things, and the big media doesn't like that.
Hold up, Bapu, you ain't seen the girls on TikTok?
This guy brought.
Because you've been mad quiet about that topic. I just want to know.
Tell me about TikTok, bro. Have you been on TikTok?
Brother, I'm on TikTok, man. But
You seen these studies on TikTok?
yeah, I've seen them, man. But I don't know, man. Right now, it's
just
just
checking.
like, I'm just concerned about Joe Rogan. You know, I'm just concerned about the man.
I don't know where this TikTok came from. I guess you're giving love to TikTok, but hey.
Yeah, shout out TikTok.
Shout out TikTok.
Shout out to the girls on TikTok.
Shout out to
I'm
everybody.
watching.
Yeah. He's watching.
He's watching. TikTok, eh?
Can't wait for the next dance challenge. You already know.
Man, that's crazy. You should start your own dance challenge.
Yo, you don't even want that.
I would like to see that, bro.
You guys don't want to see me go viral.
I definitely want to see you go viral. If there's one guy I want to see go viral, it's you and Tyler. Those are the two people I would love to see go viral.
Shout out Tyler.
Shout out Tyler Bond. Shout out Tyler Bond.
Shout out Tyler.
Speaking of other people who got little hate,
Cancelled.
I wouldn't say canceled, but got a little hate. I saw Roddy got a little hate. What's that about?
Roddy is his album. I mean, he put out some leaks, not leaks, previews of his new music, teasers
Okay.
of his new music, and he got a lot of hate. So much hate, he deleted his social media.
It was the deluxe he was trying to tease, right?
Man. Was it?
Or just new music in general?
I think he was just teasing new music in general. But he got so much hate, he threw the deuces up and he left social media for now. So
Interesting.
what do you guys think about that?
Alright, I'm gonna give my perspective.
Yeah, I want to hear your perspective.
Alright, so I feel like when you're young, I think that's a huge factor. When you're young and you become so successful, you know, he really, with that first album, he became someone who was an A-list artist, right?
Sure.
Like when I think of Roddy Ricch and I think about the success of the first album and the persona, it's not even just a success. It's like, I really compare him with a lot of the people in the A-list. He really hit those type of numbers. But I think if you ever drop from that, and his second album did not get the response the first album got, I think if that stuff
Why is
happens,
The quality of music is worse, or
I don't think it was as good as the first one. It could be a number of reasons. But I just think as someone who experiences that drop very young and gets attacked like that on social media, I think that like when I think like mental health and stuff, it's like there's only so much even superstars can take. Like you see it with Coi Leray breaking down. You see it with a lot of like Justin Bieber gets sick of it, you know? Especially when it comes up like with his girlfriend and his privacy and like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so many things where it's like you like the same topic of dehumanizing, right? Okay, whether it's right or wrong, let's say the second album is not as good as the second one conclusively, right? It's like, is that okay? no, it's not okay, because we normalize the culture where if you have an opinion in music, you have to express it, whether it's tearing down the artist or not. And we have these platforms where the artist can really see it to his face, whether he reacts or not to it. It's at his disposal, at his or her disposal.
Yeah.
Right. So I just don't like that part. I feel like with some of the big artists, and you see it in Doja Cat too. You know, Doja Cat gets such a reaction to everything she does. You can tell there's some pain. Like when people like are bashing her and it's groups of people, like it's part of it, right? So it's like I don't like that. I think that's one of the shittiest parts of the business, is having to see different artists go through, anyone in entertainment really go through some of the backlash of some of their decisions.
But I think it comes with the game.
Yeah, that's definitely it, bro.
And then that's like, even DJ Academics was saying, like, as an artist, you have to take that and just keep growing, pushing, and like go harder now. Then
harder.
Take that thing and go harder.
Come harder.
Go back into the studio like you started off again. Like if people are hating on you like that after a single like The Box that went crazy viral, double platinum.
Yeah.
Like first of all, if I'm Roddy, bitch, I'm saying fuck y'all. I don't give a shit. I'm going back to the studio. I've done numbers. I can do it again. Like Late at Night was a vibe.
It slaps. I was just about to say that.
But Late at Night is not The Box.
It's not The Box.
Didn't just go double platinum. I want to correct you there. The Box actually went diamond.
Diamond.
Right?
Sorry.
So
huge.
Diamond.
That's a whole different level of success that he got.
Exactly. And they're just hating on him. Like even like songs prior to The Box that got more looked at because of The Box was like Ballin' with
DJ
right?
Mustard.
DJ Mustard,
Yeah.
right? The huge song. But people just went back to it because they're like, oh shit, he made this song, so I'm gonna go back to, like, I had Ballin' on my like songs on Spotify since time, but even I went back. I like the song, but even I went back after hearing The Box. I'm like, oh shit, this song's like crazy. And then like High Fashion, crazy banger, right? Like, he has good songs, and like Late at Night, I think. Sure, it's not The Box, but it still has that Roddy Rich like melody.
It's still
like,
good. It's a good
that
single.
sick melody, and just like he's a great artist. So like
I'm
going as Roddy Rich back into the studio.
I really think, with respect to both your opinions, and I agree with you, and I definitely agree with you, because you guys are saying very similar things. First, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's dealing with mental health. You're not alone. You're really not alone. Talk to somebody and be nice to everybody, bro, because you don't know what they're going through. So shout out to everybody that's dealing with mental health. We're here for you.
Yes, sir.
Second, I really think his label has to do something with this.
Ooh.
And I want to get into that topic a little bit. I'm not attacking the label. Do I think the quality of music is the same? I don't think the whole album is the same as the first one.
Of course.
Right? There are some songs that you've named that are good. Late at Night, when I first heard it, I even remember hearing
Genius.
it, and I was like, yo, bro, what is that? And you're like, yeah, go check that.
I
music
remember
video.
that. I remember.
And I was like really impressed. I'm like, yo, this is amazing, right? I didn't think there was much marketing in this one. Roddy's first album was crazy marketed. I'm talking crazy marketed. Now, quality of music plays a big role. And I believe that the label did not see the quality of music that he brought. And they did not feel like, okay, I don't think I should promote you. I don't think I should put money into your marketing, more money. Of course, they have to put money based on what the agreement is in the contracts, but I don't think they have pushed it to the degree that they pushed The Box and his other stuff, right? Quality of music, I don't think is the same. And that's not to hate on him. That's not to say that he's a bad artist or he's not there. Yes, you're a young artist. And I always say this to you. Young artists still need to develop. Even though that they have the clout, even though they have the numbers, even though that they're making good songs, right? I told you, like, I feel like Lil Durk, and we'll talk about it, that he still needs to develop. He still needs to grow, right? And that was 2 years ago I said that. And he's growing. I still think like that about a lot of people. They need to grow. They need to keep going. This is where I do agree with you. He needs to get his ass in the fucking studio. a lot of artists don't understand the sacrifices and the things that come with it. When you're famous at a young age or just famous, you're gonna get hate, you're gonna get criticism, right? It's how you react to it. It's how you grow from it. I still think that he has an issue with his label. I think that was one of the biggest things that made this album not grow to them. I think he could have got more features, if anything. Something could have been different about this album, because clearly the quality of the music, something was not the same as his first album. And that's undeniable. Nobody can come and tell me this is the same. No, it's not the same quality of music.
So what do you think of his reaction?
His reaction is normal for an artist because, like you said, he's young. But a lot of these artists gotta realize, like you said, get in the fucking studio and make another shit. Like Academic said, like you brought that point, go harder. I look at it like this. I'm gonna bring a ball metaphor example. Kobe won a couple rings with Shaq, 3 back-to-back. Nobody really talked about Kobe, said that, oh, he's an MVP. Shaq won MVP every year, right? Kobe was the second option. Then Kobe got scrutinized, like everybody fucking hated Kobe, right? And he had allegations and all that, right? What do you do? Came back harder than a motherfucker those couple of years, bro. Because by 08, he was ready. 08, he was ready. He came short.
And Roddy Ricch basically did throw a championship record out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like he has to just make better quality music. Listen, man.
At the same time,
Atlantic Record's sketchy to me, and I already told you that off record.
Yeah.
Atlantic Record is sketchy, and he's there, and this is why I think it has something to do with it.
I also think that his album right now that just came out is good quality music. I feel like people are kind of just like, it's gonna go back to it at one point. I feel like
You
that's
think
gonna
it's
happen.
the same quality as his first album?
Not the same quality, not the like. Maybe there's a lot more bangers, but I think that he gave us a different sound, and then people are so used to the Roddy Ricch consistent like sound. I feel like
I think who he's connected to as well keeps me encouraged that he'll stay relevant. Like when I hear him, like he's always like, I'm pretty sure he has like full tapes with Travis worth of music. So
I do remember them talking about that.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Roddy Ricch already got a lot of people to love him. Like Snoop Dogg loves the shit out of this dude. He's like his nephew, bro. But Snoop just loves everybody. That's the OG, right?
He's very connected.
Yeah,
Roddy.
but it's more of, I'm telling you, there's something going on in that label.
yeah. But
There's
I feel
something going on in that label.
But I also think, if you think about it, I feel like that hate is like, I don't know where it's coming from, because I feel like if he had that feat, you know that unreleased track that we listened to together, In the Cut with Drake, with Roddy Ricch?
Uh-huh.
If he had that on the album would have been like a different level.
Now let me ask you this.
And and I'm saying the unreleased version of In the Cut, not mastered, and just thrown into the album, people are gonna be like, oh, that's high quality music.
Now let me ask you this.
Because listeners are so biased.
We just
But go ahead.
said Joe Rogan went against somebody's agenda, and they did this to him.
Yeah.
Why can't a label like Atlantic Record, who has history with artists that don't give a fuck, not do this? If he goes against them in any way,
100%. And there's been comments on.
why wouldn't they do that? Why wouldn't they be the ones? But why wouldn't they be the ones that reacting to this? Bots, again, bunch of bots reacting. We don't know social media if these people are real or not, bro.
100%.
You can like a tweet and love a tweet or any comment, and it could be literally a fucking computer.
Yeah.
It could not even be a real person who has emotion or any sort of connection to that comment.
Yeah.
Right? How do we know
100%.
that his label
because
didn't do that?
The Academics and another guy on his comments were going back and forth between him and Academics about how Roddy is being targeted by his label. So why?
Atlantic
Where?
Record.
Who's not?
Do you think they're paying the Sorry, do you think they're paying the blogs?
I mean,
paying the blogs,
they got
paying
him
the
in
bots,
pocket.
paying the blogs, paying the bots? I
Very
don't know,
true.
man.
They're
They might be
doing
going
well.
after him for no. I
Some
don't know.
shady shit.
Atlantic
After Meek
Record,
Mill,
man.
after Meek Mill put his name out, I don't know. They're just.
And that's the crazy thing.
Meek Mill
That's
put them
what I
on
connected.
blast.
Meek Mill put him on blast, and he mentioned how they separated him and Roddy.
Exactly.
Because Roddy was his young guy. And then all of a sudden, boom, this happens. Now, again, these are assumptions,
Speculations. Yeah.
all of that. It's cool.
But that's why we a podcast.
But this is why I'm podcasting, and this is why I tell you people go research this shit too.
Yeah, we might be canceled like Joe Rogan next episode.
And I would love to. But Atlantic at the end of the day has bad history with artists from Nicki Minaj, Lil Uzi to Meek Mill, right? And the list probably goes on. And this is what's happening to the artists. Now, Roddy can actually come out next 2 weeks or next month or 3 months with a crazy fucking single. And all this shit would be just
He has it in him.
And all that would be just be fans, because there's another perspective that I've seen. Fans just get bored of fucking music quick. Because
That's
things
true.
are filtering.
Super
Everything
true.
is just boom,
I
boom,
agree.
boom, boom.
I agree. We got too used
We're used to the
Friday
fast
drops.
pace. We're used to the fast pace.
Yeah.
We're
not
way too
downloading-
used to for the Friday drops.
We're not
This is
looking
not
through
something we had back in the
150
day.
files for one song on LimeWire anymore. You know, we just got
No.
it. It's like it's easy now. Everything's easy.
Right.
Everything's fast paced. It's like I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of those people that's like I listen to a song for a month straight and then I get it out of rotation, and then I'll come back to it like
Yeah.
a year later. Be like, oh fuck, I forgot how hot this song was.
You know what's crazy? I had a meeting earlier with Wonderstar. It's a marketing group from Toronto. Shout out Wonderstar, shout out Camille. And me and her were talking, and she's telling me how everything is saturated. And that's it. The music scene is so saturated
Yeah.
that people just want more music.
Yeah.
People want more music. I've seen artists get canceled and just kept dropping music. And that's the strategy for them to get not canceled. I mean, for people to come back and actually want to be
Yeah.
on their tour. Or people want to work with them now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, music in this world kills everything. All the canceled, all that stuff. This is where we at. Everything's so saturated. Everything's just like, I want more music. I want this. I want that.
What do you think of the younger generation with this? Like, because we're changing with these drops. Like, what do you think about the people who didn't even get a chance to consume slower, like the younger generations?
I don't even think they can understand that because, bro, you gotta
That's what I'm
remember,
saying. They don't
you gotta
understand
remember,
quality of
We
music.
used to
Yeah.
like download shit that would come out on TV.
Yeah, and that was considered fast-paced at the time.
Yeah, and that was considered. And some of us used to have to go to record stores
Yeah.
to see what new CDs came out for us to grab it and go listen to it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They don't understand that. So they want everything boom, more. Goes back to what you said. As an artist like him, he just has to understand that and go. And I'm sure his team is around him to tell him, bro, just keep pushing. No matter what the situation is. It could be the label, which this is something that I'm assuming I could possibly make an ass out of myself, but I definitely see something that has repetitively happened with artists who go against these labels. They target them. But who knows, man?
Shout out
to
Roddy Ricch.
For real. Shout out to Roddy Ricch.
We're rooting for him.
We
Making
are,
music,
man.
man.
We are. You're good. You got it. You're a young cat.
Someone else who's making more music. Kanye.
What we talking about Kanye again?
Kanye again, man. I don't know. Now he's coming out saying that Kim is putting a hit on him. It's crazy. Like he's talking so much. I feel like he's rolling in again. He's rolling in with all these narratives about him. This blah blah blah.
Because I'm about to rip Kanye.
Go ahead, man. Rip Kanye.
Yeah, I think there's some things that are family, and there's like I don't know. I can't tell anymore because you know this off record. Way before we started this podcast, I've always had an issue with this side of him because I saw how it grew, right? I saw how this grows and how it's become kind of like, it reminds me of Russell Westbrook. You know what I mean?
No, bro.
It does, in the sense where it's like,
This is worse than me saying Future is fucking J.R. Smith. What's wrong with you?
no, like in the sense where it's like, I just feel like, you know how Russell Westbrook has all these outfits and like he just like, he wants attention. Like he wants attention and he does it in like unconventional ways.
Yeah,
And
I like
Kanye
that
West-
point. It's
Okay.
better than his fucking Jared Smith fucking
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Yeah, he
listen,
just didn't
bro.
hear me out. That's
You
all it
know
is.
that Future is JR.
Because
No.
Tierney's a bitch ass.
Okay.
Future is JR and Lou Will combined.
Buddy,
and
I'm
you
about
know
to
that.
smash a fucking Hennessy
Whatever,
bar over
bro.
your
He
head.
got two bitches and he always drinking Hennessy.
Go ahead.
No.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so-
Probably ain't even drinking Hennessy. He's probably classy as fuck. But go ahead.
Yeah, so I just don't like how I think there's like lines. I mean, there's no lines with Kanye, but I just feel like there's certain things like when you speak about your daughter, when you're speaking about these death threats, like there's certain matters, like when you choose to bring it to the public light, and how consistent he does it too. It's like it almost like I feel like he's like
He doesn't
He's
give a
like-
shit.
What if I tell you,
yeah.
okay, and I see the perspective you're coming from? I look at Kanye as a dude who just figured out how to fucking manipulate this fucking marketing world that we live in.
And I think so too.
He
I agree with
figured
that.
it out. Because think about it this way, right? You're talking about him bringing his family, him having a hit on Kim, all of that. The media's gonna get a hold of those news anyway. TMZ are a bunch of fucking little rats. They're everywhere. They're gonna
Bunch
get
of
that
hoes.
information anyway.
Yeah.
Right? So if they're getting that information, I'm just thinking this way, all right? And Kanye could be not. I'm gonna put out the information before you guys do. And I'm gonna tell it the way I want to tell it before you guys twist the whole fucking story, because the media is known to twist the story.
So do you think those
Now,
stories are true?
do I think those stories are true? I don't know.
Do you think he hired Julia Fox as a girlfriend and now they're broken up?
I don't think he hired her. I think he definitely had a fling with her, and he knew what he was doing. She was a hot actress. She's an actress that had her name in the scene. He said, "All right, let me go wife a white girl," because nobody thought I would wife a white girl, and he mentioned that in his raps before, right? At the end of the day, something that Kanye's been doing is just manipulating the media, bro. There's a thing in marketing and media, everybody should know this. There is no bad publicity. And if people think there is, I'm sorry, you haven't looked at history with artists. Everybody said Miley Cyrus is done because she's fucking swinging on a ball and singing Wrecking Ball. Everybody thought she was twerking and she's done because she looked like a fucking chicken leg. Miley Cyrus, 2 years later, had one of the highest fucking box sale movies. There's no bad publicity, right? And Kanye has understood that. And how many times they tried to cancel him? I just said that earlier. They tried to cancel this dude every fucking year.
Yeah, but I feel like the narrative is coming every day now until February 20th.
And that's what he's doing. He's doing it as a marketing. That's what he did
That's
with
what I'm saying.
Drake.
That's what I'm, I
He
believe
did the
it too.
same thing with Drake, so he had his best sales in a while.
Yeah,
For that album, he sold like 315.
yeah. That's why I feel like everything's
Hey.
a ploy. Everything's a ploy.
And
I don't,
everything that he's
I don't
doing.
even, but at the same time, I don't believe every ploy. You know what I mean? It's not just like
I can't believe it.
it's about the money. Like it's always about the money for him now.
You know what it is?
By the way, he's 10 billion. Okay, 10 billion. He's 10 billion.
You know why he's about the money? Because for so long, as a black man in America, they told him, unless you have money, you can speak. And I can see that. And we all know that. Right? At the end of the day, do I believe everything that is said? No. But I go listen to his music, and the music is what gives me the message that he's trying to give me. All that is just to get clicks. To have his name circling.
Yeah, I think he's a
Is his
fucking.
name circling? But we've been talking about Kanye for 2 weeks.
I think
3
he's a-
weeks.
I think he's a fucking marketing genius. Ever since I got on the fucking podcast, I've been fucking talking about Kanye West.
Genius. He should have his own fucking at Harvard and all of them. Yeah,
Not
all
only
of
is his
them.
album coming out, his fucking documentary's coming out. on fucking
Yes.
Netflix. Like there's so much
His
things
first
coming
documentary is
out.
coming out right now.
Yeah.
His first first section of it.
Yeah, the first section, February 16th. Yeah.
So he's been doing this. Now you showed me the other day that he dumped Julia Fox for like a Kim lookalike.
Yeah.
And
now
I'm
he's
sitting
dating
there
a Kim
like-
lookalike. Her name is Shani Jones. She looks exactly like Kim. She dresses like Kim.
Yo, speaking of that, shout out the girls on TikTok again.
Bro,
He
go be a
Kanye-
girl on
listen,
TikTok. bro.
No, man. Kanye definitely probably found her on TikTok. Because he's with the shits. And, like, you find all the prettiest girls on TikTok.
Oh man, this shit crazy.
Shout out to pretty girls on TikTok.
Shout out
Yes,
to
sir.
girls on TikTok, bro.
Speaking
That's
of
all
pretty
we
girls,
see.
Kendall Jenner and Travis were both at his listening party
You see?
the other day. Like
You see?
that's what I'm saying. Like he's saying he's bashing the family, but he still has Kendall coming to his fucking listening party. Like this is all like I feel like it's all BS. Not like he's not. I don't think what you were saying is right in the sense of he's throwing out the narrative before TMZ. I think he's making up a narrative before TMZ, and then TMZ just blows it up even more. I feel like most of these narratives are made up.
Throwing it before TMZ gets it, like the whole children.
Yeah,
thing
he's owning it for sure.
You don't think TMZ would have found out that Kanye's not at his fucking son's birthday or daughter's birthday? 100% they would have.
Of course. But
that's my whole point.
But some of these things are overblown, and he's using these overblown narratives to just like I said, it's a ploy.
Keep his name relative.
Exactly, it's a ploy.
Because people are gonna keep wanting to see. Okay, Kanye's saying that.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Oh, I have Future as my exec. He has Future as executive producer. You know what? No, definitely.
Yes,
listen
sir.
to that album.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Because he's dealing with a toxic relationship.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Future is the godfather of toxic relationships.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yeah. No, and I think that's a good move because I just feel like it fits like who he is right now. He is someone who is out of a relationship, right? He's got baby mama drama. You know, who knows about baby mama drama more than Future?
Yeah.
Future's got big baby mama drama.
Jesus, bro. I've been saying he's
Yeah,
the hood
and he
Jesus.
handles business.
And shout out to Kanye because he's like the one that made baby baby mama drama like the line in one of his raps. Oh my god, oh my goodness, that was a bar. Go ahead though, Matt.
Yeah, I think that Future executive producing it, I think it'll allow him to. I think he likes this new trap movement, and I think having like Future, who's like a big influence in that side, I feel like that's a good twist on top of like the darkness that Kanye is going through right now. I feel like Future fits the mood for that.
I mean, to me, it's just like
Who, JR?
You gotta.
This guy said JR.
JR and Lou Will, bro. Don't forget about that.
No.
Okay.
Both.
You got two. You got two of them. But no, man. I just you look at Kanye and you just see that he always wants to stay relevant, even if he goes to fashion. He's part of bro. He has influenced the culture for so long.
Yeah.
For so long that he's gonna do this because he knows his voice has such an influence.
Yeah.
Him having Future, like you said, the baby mama drama, and then the album having, even Joe Budden was saying the album having the fucking house on fire. That's all strategically planned.
That's just toxic.
That shit is not out of nowhere.
Justin LeBoy's definitely on the album.
He just sits there and starts thinking, oh, this is what's going on in my life. Okay, how do we do this? How do I do this? How do I do that? And him throwing these things out to the media, he's doing it on purpose, bro. Showing the text with Kim's cousin, and then she asked him for fucking Yeezys at the end. He's doing that on purpose. He really is.
So he's dropping the album.
Oh, I mean.
So he's dropping the album.
Listen, man.
That's one of the biggest topics on comments on Kanye right now.
Bro, is
he dropping the album? I think he's dropping the album.
If you believe
Apu's hot take, he's dropping the album at 2:22 a.m. People are gonna go on at 12 a.m. People are gonna go on Spotify at 12 a.m. Kanye did it again, guys. I fucking called it. At 2:22 a.m. he's dropping it. Listen, anyways, go ahead though.
That's a great hot take. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Apu said it here first.
I can't see that happening.
It's my first time being able to fucking say it loud.
But I can
say it
also
proud.
say, is Kanye fucking West, bro? That guy no. The set dates is all just for no. He has never delivered an album on the same fucking day.
Do you know why?
And how we because he sits there and he wants to make it better as a creative.
No, it's because he's scared of Durk, yo. He doesn't want the smoke.
Alright, boys. Maybe that might. No, I'm just kidding. But go ahead, man. Durkio's dropping his album on February 22nd.
I'm not buying
2022 at 2:22 a.m. as well.
He doesn't want the smoke. He doesn't want to be contested for King of the City.
Oh, Chi-Town. What up, baby?
Shout out Zach LaVine. Shout out DeMar DeRozan.
Shout out to Rosen for sure.
Shout out Caruso and Lonzo Ball. Fuck all that shit.
Holy.
Shout out D Rose, bro. Man, that nice. Just say that.
What do you think of Durk, yo, bro?
He's like D Rose.
What did you think of that whole? What did you think of that whole move in general?
I think that's a smart move on Durkio's part.
Okay, why?
Because 2 reasons.
First reason.
Like we know, Kanye's not gonna drop the album
That's his
on the
hot take.
day.
Hot take by Trent.
Okay.
Okay.
And if he doesn't, guess what?
Right.
People are gonna go stream Durkio's album.
Okay.
And if he does, guess what? People are still gonna go stream Durkio's album because if they didn't like Kanye right off the bat, they're gonna go check Durkio's album.
Yeah.
It's a genius marketing scheme on his end, or a marketing strategy.
But honestly, if Kanye drops on 222, like I said, I'm not listening to Durkio's album.
Nobody is.
I am. What
Only
the
You know
fuck?
what I'm saying?
Only
I'm just letting you
groupies.
know.
Only groupies.
Only groupies are gonna go see Durk.
Yo,
But
you
let's be
guys are
real.
the fucking worst.
Only groupies and his girlfriend that he shouted out, or his wife. What's her name?
India.
India. That's
Brother,
the
how do
only
you not know that name, bro?
That's
the easiest name
India Cosmetic, man.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh,
Yeah.
he knows, man.
Look
Don't
how
worry,
happy
guys.
he is. He grew
Yeah.
up. He's smiling at me, bro.
Yo,
Don't smile
I'm
at me
like-
like I'm like some
Bro, I've
sort
been
of
smiling
girl
the
on
whole
Instagram
time.
Or girl on TikTok.
Shout out to the girls on TikTok.
Shout out to the
again.
girls on TikTok one time.
Oh
Fuck
my.
the girls on
dude.
TikTok now,
Dude,
man.
this-
I know. I told you. He does not like the girls on TikTok. I've been suspect of him the whole episode, and he just said it right now.
What,
man.
why don't you like the girls on TikTok?
They did me dirty in the DM stuff.
Oh.
I'm playing.
Oh shit.
I'm playing. I've
Oh,
never DM'd
shit.
a girl in my life.
But listen, man,
That's big cat.
that's big cap. That is big cap. I can't even move on to the next point. That's the biggest cap of life.
Yeah.
I will never take that from a man living in Toronto to tell me I've never DM'd a girl. That is bullshit. We've seen so many beautiful women on that fucking social media that we all thought we were Kobe and we're about to shoot our shot. Let's be real.
If anything, Apu, I would advise you to speak to more women in person than in DM.
Appreciate you. Shout out Durk, yo. I think he gave him that bar.
But I think honestly, the Durk and Kanye beef aside, I'm just really excited. Sorry, I'm excited that Durk is gonna have an album where, you know, it's about like where like his granny's crib. Like he's been rapping about that like in the underground before he blew up, and now that he's blew up, I feel like this is the time where he's gonna bring fans back, and he's trying to go back to his childhood. He's trying to do. I feel like he's. I'm not gonna say a J. Cole moment, but I feel like he's like almost like a 2014 Forest Hills
This
Drive.
guy's bringing up bare
Where-
names around Durk, yo. Huh?
Yo,
J. Cole, Kanye.
he's just bringing it back. He's just bringing it back, and I think I'm excited to see what
I
he
see
has.
what
in
he's saying,
store.
but he's comparing them to these like
Goats.
it's not just about goats. It's like he's
Goats.
not close to their level.
Doesn't matter. The same these are
Neither
the same
will Lil
motherfuckers that fuck with him too. Like J. Cole fucks with Durk heavy.
Talking about J. fucking
Everybody
Cole.
fucks with everybody in the industry, bro.
Talking
No.
about J. fucking
Who fucks
Cole.
with 6ix9ine?
What about J. Cole?
NBA YoungBoy, who's about to drop I just showed you that at Sushi the other day. He's about to drop a song with him. NBA YoungBoy, the guy that just fucking talking about J. Cole, surpassed Cole and future Lou Will, J.R. Smith.
Oh, now you're an NBA
in
YoungBoy.
plaques. I'm
NBA
not.
YoungBoy has some beef with Durk right now, so we can't talk about it.
So speaking about J. Cole, Mo,
Speaking about Cole, let's go into
what's
Cole,
his
man.
name? Jermaine?
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 This man brought
Jermaine.
one of the hottest features
Big feature.
of the year.
Big music video.
Big music video.
Big concept.
With his feature on Benny the Butcher's song, Johnny P's Caddy.
Man.
Please, boys, what's your honest opinion?
I'm gonna go first.
Because I kind of already said it. Like, it's
What I loved is like how he kind of started. Like he's known for his storytelling and how creative it is, and it's just like I love this whole story he painted about like his birth and like the weather that day and like and how he like, you know, he was this young guy and he's like in the lion's den. Like everything about that verse, I feel like it fit. And I just love how creative he is. I feel like he's an artist that pushes himself. We spoke about it a lot in this podcast. We really mentioned it with Tory Lanez. But I feel like J. Cole like whether it was the off season recently and his features lately, I feel like he's pushing himself right now.
Man, I look at Cole as he's telling people, I'm that guy.
I think so too.
And you gotta respect it.
Yeah.
And quick thing that just came to my mind. I seen a little snippet of Joe Budden saying, has Cole surpassed Kendrick due to consistency?
That's a pressing topic.
It's crazy, and I never really thought about that. But again, I've said this before to you. To me, my goal is Cole. It's not the Drake. It's not the Kendrick. I think just me. Overall, yes, I give Drake his credit because Drake has done something that not a lot of people can do, right? But man, Jermaine Cole deserves his flower because he's killing feature after feature. He doesn't miss on his albums. When he came back to the music consistently, which was around Revenge of the Dreamer 2, is when he started consistently just going hard. He wasn't putting out consistent albums, but he put that album, and then actually it was KOD, and then he did Revenge of the Dreamers 2, and then he just did feature after feature after feature after feature, and he was just features.
He had a hot run,
right? He had a crazy run, bro, with the features, and he hasn't missed. He has not missed. So it's like, you gotta look at this dude and be like, yo, he is the GOAT right now. He has shown everybody that I can hop on other motherfuckers' songs that you don't see me fitting in their genre or their style of music and still kill it, right? Like we talked about Dave East before.
Yeah.
But he's doing it, I mean, at a higher level. It's just creativity. I'm sorry, like bars, flow, everything. Like, man said, if Jesus wanted to feature, I'd probably go to hell, bro. Or I'd probably go to hell if Jesus wanted to feature. That's a lie. Come on, bro. Like, he's saying things and he's giving you, like you said, these stories over and over in every fucking verse. In every verse, he's talking and people are loving it.
No bars off.
Nothing. Consistent, right?
Do you think it's because he takes like time away and because he's able to disappear? Do you think he has a healthy balance that allows him to be
I think he
so
did
consistent?
that. I think he did that. I don't know if he's taken time away. I think now he's actually found the balance of doing family time and music. Where before he just did music, and then he took time off, family time, and then he came back to music, and then he took family time, and then he came back to music. And then as that happened, he's just like, okay, here's the balance. I can do family time, but I can still put out music because I know he's working on.
But do you think in general, just his disappearing, how he, because obviously the way he's on social media, for me, from my perspective, and I think we all agree, it's very different than all the other artists. He's not as present. He really escapes sometimes. Do you feel like his method of escaping, even if he's found a balance, like do you think it's effective?
I don't think so.
Effective in what? Hold on. Effective in what? What I'm trying to understand.
Effective in the quality of his music.
No. I think that's him.
That's just him.
Okay.
I agree 100%.
That's just his personality.
The thing with J. Cole,
music. That's his personality. Go ahead.
It does tie to his personality. The thing with
Or is it a gimmick?
To leave is, in my perspective, to move away from it and say, hey, I want to take a break was some sort of like, yo, if I go missing because I'm that sick, because he knew he's that sick, it's gonna get people talking. It's gonna want fans more. That's all it was. It is an honest gimmick. It's still a gimmick. It still falls under
everything that you do.
Right?
In the
but we have such a bad
gimmick.
persona of gimmicks. These are just marketing strategies and things. But
Gimmick
that's not
is a
my
marketing
point.
strategy.
Matt, fuck you, because it's not my point. Now you open the door. I don't want to have this conversation. What I was trying to fucking say before I lose my point, I'm not mad. You're a dickhead for saying that. Before I lose my point, what I'm saying is, you said it's his personality, and I agree with you. It's who he is and how he wants to change the world. It's that in every verse, he's speaking from the heart. So people are going to feel him. People that want to change the world, artists that want to change the world, no matter when they drop music, you're going to feel it. Kendrick drops a song now, or Kendrick drops a song in 10 fucking years, people are going to feel that song. 100%. Just like Jay-Z, just like Kanye. Everybody roast Kanye. Donda 2 dropped, and people were like, wow.
Donda, yeah, first
It's Donda, sorry. When Donda 2 drops, people are going to be like, wow. Yeah. And that's J. Cole. J. Cole has been that dude that has spoken from the heart since warm up, since God knows how long he's been rapping for, right? He's always been that. And he did it on Friday Night, and he did it on Simba, and he did it on his first Sideline Story, and Born Sinner, and Forest Hill Drive, and For Your Eyes Only, and KOD.
Catalog's
and
impeccable.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yes,
he has been talking as a real person from his heart because he wants to change the world. That's the biggest thing. Remember, we talked about this. Me and you talked about this. Artists that want to change the world are always going to be influential, are always going to connect with people. And that's why Cole is one of the
That's never going to be
bro.
out of fashion.
That is why. So it's like when, again, to talk, my GOAT is Cole. But if you think about those three, Kendrick, Cole, and Drake, they're all doing that. They're all doing that. Some people can tell me Drake's not trying to change the world. Sure, if you don't see his change of the world, how he's trying to change the world, that's you, right? He's still doing his thing. He's still doing what he's doing, right? But we look at Kendrick and Cole, they're more in a political way. They're more in for the neighborhoods and all of that. Drake doesn't talk about that in his raps as much. He does mention it, but he actually does things for the city too.
A lot.
Right? That we don't talk about. As much as I say, oh, he does that, I still got to give him credit because he does be doing shit for the city, right? Now for the artist, maybe not as much. He does put on some artists in the city, but he's still doing. And that's the difference. They speak from the heart, bro. That's why Drake, you can fucking relate to him. He's so relatable. Same with J. Cole. Same with Kendrick. Because they speak from the heart. And that's where I was going at. Not the gimmick, you bitch ass.
How about the song with YG?
Yo, that song with YG, the flow he comes on, just everything, again, like I was saying, a dude can do something like that when people are like, oh, J. Cole, he's a conscious rapper. Can't do this. He can't be on that. Yeah. Crazy. Going back to your point, or to Johnny P. Cad, right? You know that's Benny's first Billboard entry? And it was with Cole, bro. That's legendary.
That is legendary.
I want them to make an album together.
Rockefeller chain loading.
I want them to make an album together.
Rockefeller definitely chain loading for Benny, bro. And I can't wait to hear because I know there's a whole verse coming from Benny. Benny has been another consistent dude. And Hope is going to give him a fucking... Shout out to Hope for
fuck with him here at Music.
So is right now Cole the best rapper alive?
Yo, one thing I want to say about the YG tape.
Fuck all that shit. Yeah, I want to answer you. Cole is the best rapper alive, and you have to say it. And if you don't say it, I'll kick your ass out of the studio.
He's the best rapper alive. He might just not be the best artist alive.
That's what he meant. He's the best artist.
I'm God, the best rapper alive. That's all.
I don't like Apu doesn't even know about the girls on TikTok. Like, I can't even take him seriously this episode.
No, get to know the girls on TikTok, bro.
Fuck the girls on TikTok.
Come on.
I'm telling you, bro.
You
gotta expose this episode. Stop playing with me. I sniffed it out of you. I know you're not there seeing these girls on TikTok, bro. Shout out all of them. Now, one thing I liked about the music video with YG is I love like his style.
Was there a lot of TikTok girls on that video? Maybe that's fine.
It wasn't enough for my liking. If I directed it, I'd definitely put more girls from TikTok. But I liked like some of his outfits, his choice of outfits. I like how they brought the crate challenge to represent that bar. I like how he really he was flexing on that song.
Bro, he was flexing so
You always hear about his storytelling, and sometimes he brings this side where he flexes.
Man, step up him is like an MTV.
That's what makes him so real. He doesn't flex, and
I think it's because he can do both. I think it's the fact
that
he
in
can do
itself,
both.
I have to take away from the word gimmick again. But that in itself is a gimmick.
Yes, and
he knows that when he does that shit,
people are gonna love it,
bitches like Matt on TikTok going crazy. Alright?
Bitches like Matt on TikTok.
Going crazy.
Shaking their ass.
Shaking their ass.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sports Center? I'm a Sports Center. I'm just shaking his ass. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
That shit crazy, bro. You out here like that, eh?
We're talking about Sports Center, man.
Sports Center.
Trade talks, man.
Trade talks,
man.
This shit crazy. Hey.
Cheese!
I gonna say this. Didn't you tell me that guy? The guy traded that guy. We mentioned his name in a second.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh yeah, he was what? The main player for the Sacramento Queens. Shout out, my boy Ray. But
Shout out to the Queens on TikTok as well.
but no, for real, bro. Tell us a trade. Tell us a trade.
I'm not telling you the trade after this guy keeps talking about the Queens on TikTok, man. I'm gonna tell you the trade anyway. So the first trade that we're gonna talk about: Demontis Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb
From the Pacers.
the Pacers, Jeremy Lamb, Justin Holiday, and a 2027 second round pick to the Sacramento Kings.
Okay.
Sorry, Queens.
Queens.
For Tyrese Halliburton,
Okay.
Buddy Hield, and your boy from Brampton, Tristan Thompson.
That's a big trade. Eh?
Yeah, Bear players got traded, man.
That's a big
Oh yeah, Chloe's definitely not talking to Tristan in Indiana.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's definitely not going to
Like
Indiana,
if there was,
bro.
if there
But I
was,
feel bad for
There's hope.
Tristan too because I don't know how many TikTok girls are on fucking for Tristan to go mingle with now.
Yeah, he's
Yo,
gonna have to
listen,
wait for
Indiana's
road
not.
trips.
It's not far from Boston, New York. You know, it's
Yeah.
down there.
So let's talk about trades, man. What like this trade? What do you guys think? Who won?
I mean, I think both of them are bums. Both teams are bums.
Okay.
Who won? They fucking traded Levert too. No.
I think Pacers won. I
After,
just
yeah.
think whoever gets, I think the biggest piece. Well, yeah, honestly, on top of Hansborough, like, what's his name?
Tyler Hans. What the
Sorry,
hell is
Halliburton,
Tyler
my apologies.
Hansbrough? Shout out Tyler Hansbrough, man.
Halliburton.
Greatest raptor
Halliburton.
alive.
Yeah.
Wave to bat. I'm just kidding.
But yo,
Halliburton. Sorry,
didn't you
I just
say-
had my mind on TikTok girls. I just got distracted. But
Didn't you say that he was the man for the Sacramento Queens? Why
Yeah.
would they trade him?
because I think they know he's gonna be a max player and they can't afford him.
What?
He's gonna be
Really?
a max
That's
player.
your opinion?
He's definitely a max player.
Did I
But
tell
they
you?
can't afford
Did
it.
I tell you the text message I got from
They
him?
just don't invest.
They
in
don't
him.
have anyone.
Okay, so
They
then why
can
would they
afford
trade him?
everyone.
Hold on. If
Because they don't have anyone.
if they were gonna
Who did they?
re-sign him, why would they trade him?
But who
Answer
did
that
they-
question.
but who did
Sorry?
they have? Who did they have that they can't afford another max contract?
No, maybe
What's
they
Buddy
just
getting?
maybe
Buddy's
they-
not getting no max contract.
But maybe they don't want to re-sign him. So
Bro,
got
they
rid of
have
him.
so
What
much
else?
money over these how many years that never made playoffs that they could sign Tyrese for 10 max contracts.
But what if? Okay, so then why would they trade him? Explain it.
Why do you think? they
Light
traded
your
him?
bogey and tell me,
Hold
like,
on, let me light my
like the
my
GM.
bogey.
Let my
Honestly, I think Sacramento Queens doesn't have enough TikTok. I don't get. I think Sacramento's just stupid. That's what they're traded him. Honestly, they're just
I
stupid.
just think the decision.
They
making
think
is
that
horrible.
Demontis is gonna bring them
Yeah.
a playoff run.
And
Yeah.
his contract.
And
His
I don't-
contract is expired.
Honestly,
They think
I think
Demontis
the
and
Kings
Fox-
organization is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
as
they're
hell.
dumb, bro.
Bro, they're rather
That's the
chase
same,
a-
man.
They'd rather just go to 8th seed in the playoffs with fucking Demontis, even if he could like possibly bring them there. That's all they want.
That's the
They
same
just want
man
a
that
playoff
said Buddy Hield is the next Steph Curry, bro. That's who's running that organization. I'm not buying that. I agree with the boo. I think they're just a silly, dumb mistake. They do think that Fox and Sabonis can take them there, and it's just like
Who won the trade then?
I don't know.
I
'cause
think
Indiana is
Indiana won the
bums.
trade.
I think Indiana won.
But Indiana just got rid of Levert, and it's like, why would you get rid of?
But at
Levert?
least they got Buddy Hield.
Because
and
Levert,
Halliburton.
Levert is
Who'd they
injured
get for
here,
Levert?
injured there, injured here,
Who'd
injured
they get
there.
for him?
Bullshit.
They got
Mix
Ricky
and
Rubio. They're just offloading contracts at this point.
They
got
definitely won that trade.
So-
Buddy and your boy
young
Halliburton.
boys.
Yeah.
The next
Halliburton.
Paul George.
And you
So
think
did I
Indiana-
tell you the text message that I got from him?
Okay, go ahead.
He said that this bum, or this young buck, I should say,
Yeah, he's not a bum.
who's
Fuck
11th
outta
in
here.
fantasy, according to him,
Up
Yeah, he's
there.
not a
He's
bum.
top 15 for sure.
top 15. Okay. He's not a bum. He's top 15 in fantasy,
What Tyrese is top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
right? He's playing good this year. No, like all jokes aside,
Like
he's
he's
not
like
a bum.
12.
He's playing really good this year. But he said to me that this kid is going to go to Indiana and be Paul George. And I'm sitting there like, what? Paul George gave LeBron James and the Miami Heat a fucking problem.
Paul George.
Paul George.
Yo, Halliburton's about to get active.
Paul
Yeah, he's
George.
about to get in. No, I'm kidding.
Nah, man, you're bugging. PG's not even on the same conversation.
Talk your shit though.
Thank you. I think he's got all-star potential. If he's doing all this and he's so young. He's barely played 3 full seasons. Like,
LaMelo's better.
You think he's gonna go All-Star
okay,
next
so
year?
what?
You think he's gonna go All-Star next year?
No, not
No.
next year, but I think he's an all-star.
No,
caliber
bro.
player.
LaMelo's in the East. LaMelo's gonna take it over him any day. LaMelo's second year and he's an All-Star. He deserves it because he's fucking balling out of control.
Trey just saw LaMelo make the All-Star game, so now he's a fan.
I've been a fan of LaMelo and he knows that. I said to all you bums that LaMelo
Don't
is
say my
gonna
name.
be.
Don't say. I've been a Ball Brothers fan.
Listen, I'm not talking. He knows what I'm talking about. And I said this in a group chat. I said LaMelo, and you were in that group chat, and you know I said LaMelo is gonna be by the end of his career better than Curry. And everybody looked at me like, what? LaMelo is that dude. He's 19 years old, 20 years old, doing shit that we never seen anybody do at that age, right? When you have fucking groupies and bandwagoners who hop from one fan, this motherfucker came with a Kyrie jersey and Golden State Warrior jacket. I don't want to talk to him during the playoffs, right? I don't want to hear that. At the end of the day, you know LaMelo's better. LaMelo is going to be a fucking icon in this league. He's going to win chips. He's not going to stay in Charlotte. You know, shit, if it's MJ's team, he's not staying in that bum-ass team, that bum-ass market. He's going to go to a big market team. He's capable of doing
I think
that.
I don't know. I think he's staying.
He's not staying in Charlotte. He's a big market team type of dude, bro. He's 19 years old.
So is Lillard.
That we're like, what? And Lillard's a bum because he stayed in that fucking bum-ass organization. Speaking of Lillard, let's talk about that organization, how dumb they are. Because they want to rebuild around Lillard and trading CJ.
Oh, before we get there, I feel like we need to grade these trades. Indiana, what would you grade them? Sacramento, what would you grade them?
A B
For who?
for Indiana,
Cool.
potentially B plus, but Sacramento probably like a solid C.
Okay.
Because Sabonis is nice. It's just like I don't know what's going on. Like they already have.
He is
Holmes.
super young.
They got Bagley, like who's probably gonna get dished off by the trade deadline. Like
Yeah,
I don't like. It's just like there's just like what are they building? That's my problem. Sabonis is a great add to any NBA team.
Yeah.
And it's not about him. It's like, what are you building? You're not building
What's
anything.
the team like?
You're
Yeah.
not. You don't have
That's
a
why I
game
want to
plan.
see more.
You don't have
of
a
what they're
game
gonna
plan.
do. Yeah.
Phoenix has a game plan. Milwaukee has a game plan. The Raptors have a game plan. A lot Sixers have a game plan, even as hobbled as they are.
Chicago, too.
There's teams with game plans. They
Yeah.
make moves with game plans. When I see some organizations, and I don't give a fuck right now, but the Knicks make questionable decisions sometimes.
Oh, I
You
can't
know?
wait for them to trade.
Sacramento's one of those teams.
And they're going to be bums.
The Pelicans are like that as well. It's like sometimes it's like, what are you building? I don't see it. Nobody sees what you're building.
Exactly. That's what I said.
So
Yeah.
So what would you rate? What would you rate it, man?
what would you rate it?
BC.
I'd
I'm
say-
not rating it. You know why? I give it to you guys, but because I'm not happy you guys answer it. But I'm not rating it because I want to see what they continue to do. Because I feel like a lot of you.
Dude, that's not fair. I'm going to tell you the same shit. I'm going to tell you, I want to see what they do.
Oh my, this guy copied.
No, I'm not
This
copying.
guy's a groupie of me, bro.
No.
Ah.
No, there's no such thing as that, bro.
Yeah.
Trey's a
You don't
groupie
even-
hoe.
Yeah, okay, this groupie talks about me being a groupie, so he's excited, and your ass don't even know about girls
okay,
on
you
TikTok.
treat me like
Shout
one of
out
your
to girls
TikTok
on
girls.
TikTok.
Shout out to these girls who are doing
You
the
sound like my
dance
ex,
challenges.
bro. You complain a lot.
Anyways.
You definitely sound like my ex.
We're gonna talk about the
No,
next trade. You want to talk about the next trade because
no. I want to talk about me grading them. I say B for Indiana. I still want to see
Copycat.
what. No, I'm not.
Groupie for both.
No,
of us.
I'm
Oh my
not.
goodness.
This is all I would give him. What do you want me to give him? A B plus or an A? I'm not gonna give him that. It's a fucking
I could
reality.
have just said B minus and be different.
Yeah, be different.
So
Chose to be B.
Be different.
basic.
This is a podcast.
so hold on.
Be
Is,
for
I have to be different or not state my actual true opinion.
No,
Okay, that's why you belong on TikTok with all them hoes. That's what I thought. Sit your ass down. You, on the other hand, you don't even want to rate them because you have no opinion. You're waiting for things.
Ooh.
So get your own
I have
opinion
an
and be your
opinion.
own
I have
man.
an opinion.
Stop
That's my
chasing your
opinion.
friends and rely on them. That's a cold fan. That's a cold.
What
ball.
are you talking about? First
Right?
of all, that's my opinion because I want to see what Sacramento does and I want to see what Indiana does.
I think Indiana.
I think
you can
that-
see
I
what
wanna
they did.
s-
They
no.
acquired two great pieces.
But what are they gonna do with Brogdon? What are they gonna do with Miles Turner? What are they gonna do with these pieces that they were building on? Why the hell did they even get Caris LeVert in the first place? Well, I want to see. That's why I would even give them an F right now because I'm like, what the fuck are you really doing?
Well, I definitely think they're both dumb.
So that's why I'm not rating this shit. Because I want to see what they're gonna do.
But he wants us.
Straight
to
deadline. Yeah, because I snaked you guys, and I wanted to make the podcast funnier.
Yo,
Can
realistically.
I kick him out of the podcast? Or
Maybe
it's too
tomorrow,
late?
but let's finish this podcast today.
It's too
Well,
late.
I just had a pressing question.
I
Do
wanna
you
kick
guys
you out too, you
do
fucking
you guys
bum.
think if I started OnlyFans it would do well?
Maybe with your feet.
Honestly, if it's like
hold on.
if it's your God, nah, I can't even say it.
He didn't even hesitate.
Yeah, he said that so quick, bro.
What
I've been thinking about that one.
Maybe if it's your eyes.
You've been in the game for the.
If it's your eyes and your ears, for sure.
You have nice ears, man.
He has nice eyes.
Alright,
Talking
so
about nice
this
ears.
is not a
He's
good idea.
blushing.
This is definitely
He's
not a
I
good
was
blushing.
talking
idea.
about nice ears. CJ McCollum got traded to New York Palace. You know what he's For
See,
Josh
yes.
Hart. And
Yo.
draft compensations.
For what?
CJ McCollum got traded
For who?
for Josh Hart
Okay.
and draft compensations.
Didn't they also
And
get
also-
Alexander?
Wait, I'm done, bro.
Oh, okay.
Tony Snell, Nikhil
I guess
Alexander
still
Walker,
plays.
Nikhil Alexander Walker,
20
and
still
Thomas
in the NBA.
Sadoronsky.
Sadoronsky's still there too?
And Nikhil Alexander Walker ended up going to Utah Jazz today, right?
Oh yeah, I seen that. With
I think
the
that's a
trade
good ad for them.
With the Spurs?
I think yeah,
Son
Ingles
with
ended
the
up
Spurs?
leaving.
Yeah,
I think
Ingles
it's a good move for
Ingles
them.
left?
Yeah.
Ingles left because he's injured. That's a great
Yeah,
trade.
well he
I don't even know how that happened.
But
First,
yo, Ingles
Yeah,
Ingles
I
been
agree
part
with
of
you.
them.
I think they need like some sort of twist, even though he's not like a big player. He has a high ceiling. He's no
Where did he go? Ingles went to where?
he went to Portland.
So who went to the Spurs? Weren't the Spurs part of this too?
There's a three-way trade.
It's a three.
I don't know who the
Okay,
Spurs
okay,
received,
okay.
but
Okay.
I think that he's like he's no SGA, he's no shy, but I think that he could bring something to the team.
So is he gonna be at the 1 or 2?
He could even I think he's more of a 2-3.
2-3?
Yeah.
So he'd be like back up to Spider?
Yeah, and Bogdanovic. He's sliding in that 2-3 as Jordan Clarkson brings the ball up.
Okay, let me just clear up
So
this
it's
trade.
him and
Jordan Clarkson coming off the
they're
bench,
gonna
which
be
is
like-
really good.
That's a good, yeah.
So
That's
this
a
is
decent
why let
ball,
me just
bro.
clear it up
Yeah.
though. Let me just clear it
And he's
up.
never been in a winning situation. So
Yeah,
I
that
would love to
team,
see
that team is definitely winning.
I think he'd thrive.
Nikhil Alexander Walker, Joe Ingles, 3-team trade.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz acquire Alexander Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Portland and reserve forward Juancho Hernan Gomez goes to from San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, to Utah, right?
Yep. And Portland has also sent Thomas Sadoronsky, one of the 4 players acquired from New Orleans in Tuesday's CJ McCollum trade,
Mm-hmm.
is going to San Antonio. And the Jazz sent a Blazers a 2020 second round pick via the Memphis Grizzlies, and a Spurs 27 second round pick.
The Spurs gave to Portland?
Yeah, the Blazers, the Jazz sent to Blazers.
Oh, okay.
Apu, can you wake up?
Sorry, I was just reading it properly.
Poor CJ.
Yeah.
I don't
I
like
mean-
seeing him on the Pelicans.
I mean, I don't know. The Pelicans, okay, if Zion, we can go back to if Zion healthy. Yeah, if Zion's healthy and he's there and they have Brandon Ingram, that could be a trio. But who else? Who's their team? What the fuck do they have? Who's their
There's no
starting point
game
guard?
plan.
Who the fuck's their starting
That's
point
what I
guard?
don't like.
Who's your starting point guard?
Devontae Graham.
Okay.
So many scores.
Yeah, I just see people that need the ball in their fucking hand at all time.
I don't know, man.
You
There's
think
no
Zion
game
doesn't
plan.
want, like, yeah.
There's no game plan. I
These
don't
guys
get it.
want from
It just
Lonzo.
sounds exciting. You know what I mean?
It looks
At the end of the day, I would not.
But is
put-
Zion even coming
I
back?
don't even.
healthy?
I think you're wrong with Devontae Graham being the point guard. It's CJ. He's a better playmaker.
But they might. So who cares if he's a better playmaker? Maybe
So
he's
I would put the
more.
ball in his
Maybe he's
hands.
more efficient in the 2-guard position.
No, but
for them.
he even at some points when Dame is out of the game, he's bringing the ball.
Okay, that's fine, and he
Yeah,
can still
but
do
he was
that.
still
But he's not
playing
gonna be
the 2.
primarily doing
He still
that.
he would bring up the ball.
But Devontae's a 2-2.
Apu, you don't know anything about basketball.
Oh
I'm
my
fucking
gosh,
tired of your
brother.
bitch ass, bro.
You only watch TikTok girls, brother.
I don't know, I
Devontae
can't.
Graham is a 2.
I can't say if who doesn't know anything about basketball. I don't agree with you.
Devontae Graham.
You
is
don't
a
know anything
2.
about basketball either. Fuck outta here.
Devontae Graham is a 2. You're a 2 out of 10 in the books of TikTok too, by the way. Anyway, 2 guards
think
at
because
the
you have a
2 spot.
courtside, shout out to Courtside Talks, by the way. Shout out Caputo. You think because you have a podcast that you talk ball, now all of a sudden, like, you know basketball and shit? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I can just search the same information that you have on your
Okay, so
computer.
do it.
This guy thinks he knows everything about basketball because he has a TikTok or account. I don't want to hear you, bro.
So what do you guys
Who's
think?
right? CJ can play the 1, but it's again the whole talk is too many scorers on that team. They're not going to
Too
do
many
anything.
scores.
They're not gonna do shit.
Too many scores.
They're not going to do anything.
Fuck off. Both of you don't know anything about
Even
it.
if fucking Zion comes back, what is Zion going to do? He's not even healthy.
Yeah. I think
So-
that's what they got CJ.
What are we talking about here? Like, I'm not listening to this.
I think it
bro.
could work if CJ is the leader of the team.
Where is it going to work? Up to what? Where is he going to win a championship with those trio?
I don't know. They need
Okay,
to
get
beat
into the
obviously.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Get knocked in the Eastern, in the
It's a
Western
good- it's a
Conference
good
Finals.
base. It's a
What
good
is it going to
base.
be? Let's be real. Where is it going to go?
It's a good base.
First round.
But that's it.
It all
That's
depends
it.
on.
I'm
It
not
all
wrong.
depends on. It all depends on the development. Brandon Ingram's young. And
He's not young
I agree.
anymore,
Like
bro.
it could.
He's
could
not
pan
young
out.
anymore, bro. He's
He's
been
still
young
young,
for 20
bro.
years.
If you get,
He's been young since he was
Relax.
on the league. He's 24, 25.
That's young. He's 24.
24, 3 more years. That's 27. You're entering your prime.
they're not
No,
serious.
4
The
years,
Pelicans
man.
are not
4
serious.
They're not serious.
Zion's young.
Zion
We haven't
is
even seen shit
fucking
from Zion.
looking like Shaq and fucking Chuck with his body.
Maybe with CJ coming to the team, he'll lose a little bit of balance.
Oh, why? Because CJ's going to make him work harder?
Yeah, CJ lost some weight too, you know what I mean? So, CJ might show him a little way.
Nah, bro. Chuck said this before. If you don't want to lose, if ain't nobody telling you to lose weight and you actually don't, you know there's people on the coaching staff told Zion to lose weight. You cannot sustain that weight and play the way he's playing.
Shaq
His
did
body's going to grow. He's not playing the same way Shaq did, bro. He's
So
way
fine,
quicker than
fucking
Shaq.
write Zion
Shaq
off.
was slow.
Okay,
This
so
guy is jumping over people like it's crazy. Look at the way he's fucking
all right, let's take it to another level.
going up and down.
Let's take it to another level.
You know that's not true, bro.
Let's take it to another level.
I feel like people judge him too much. I feel like that topic has got blown out of proportion. I feel like he's just a bigger guy in general, so everything that if he has this injury and his weight is he's a little bit overweight, it just
He gained
shows,
more weight,
but it
bro.
gets magnified though. It gets magnified.
Because
It's not that. It's not serious. It's not something that can be fixed.
You have to. You're in the NBA. You're a professional athlete. You
Okay.
can't have fucking belly.
Bro, what do you mean belly, bro?
He has a
What
belly.
do you mean belly, bro?
Have you seen the way he looks?
That's like when people make fun of James Harden's belly. Does James Harden have a belly?
James Harden had to lose some weight.
Bro, James Harden.
And you gotta don't even look at James Harden and what Zion is, because Zion, last pictures we've seen of Zion, he looked chubby, bro, and you know that. Even before that, people were in the organization when he was healthy were telling him you gotta lose some weight. What is he, bro? 6'6", 6'7"? 200 and something, over 260 pounds. He's running like a monster. He runs like Westbrook. Okay? He's jumping like Westbrook. He's dunking like John Morant.
He's not turning over the ball like Westbrook.
He's not, but he's jumping like John Morant. That's hard for a body to sustain. I'm sorry. When he came into NBA, professionals, bro. Professionals. Not me and you. Professionals.
I'm professional.
No, you're not. Okay, you are a professional, but I'm talking about professionals that have been working in this field for so long that have said, yo, you have to lose weight. It's just not sustainable. And it's a fact. If they're comparing him to the next LeBron, which I don't think he will have the longevity that LeBron had. Look at the way he took care of his body, bro.
Yeah.
You have to take care of your body if you want to be
early.
that.
It's still early. Though.
It is still early, but you have to, bro. I'll go to soccer. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's 37, still playing every fucking minute. Or capable of at least. Because of his body. Yeah, I see fucking players. He's 37. I see players 27 and 28 where they should be in their prime and they can't even do the shit that he's doing. And I see players younger than that and they're not running the way he's running. You have to. When you're a professional athlete, you have to take care of your body.
I think
And he's not doing that. So where are they going to go?
I think on a bigger scale.
Grizzlies are better than them, bro, and you know that.
I think on a bigger
Hell
scale.
yeah.
Grizzlies are third in the East. West, obviously they're better. But I think
Even if they were to come and bring chemistry, Grizzlies will be better than them.
okay.
Just that as a build, like you said, the building. What are they building? The culture, the team. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. What they're building there is better.
That's what I'm saying. I think they need to blow it up again, and they need to trade Zion right now and a bit. Like let him
Who?
play for a little bit
Where?
and trade him.
Where?
I don't know. Just get some good picks
Where would
around
you
him.
want to see that?
They
Since
can
you're a
build
professional.
around Brandon Ingram
Or you want
and
to talk about
CJ
that on your course side on
and a
fucking
few other
TikTok.
guys.
Where
I
is
Shout
think
out
it?
courtside
I
talks,
think
by
they
the
should trade
way.
Zion.
Shout out courtside
So-
talks, by the way.
Shout
Go
out
follow
Courtside
them on
Talk.
Instagram, on Twitter, on
YouTube.
YouTube, and of course his favorite social media, TikTok. And shout out to Anthony Caputo. That's my dog.
Yes, Sirski.
Anyways, that's today's episode. Thank you guys for watching, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's been a pleasure talking to you guys about some facts, and these guys not speaking any facts.
What the fuck?
Just letting
you're
y'all know.
capping, bro. You
Just
said
letting
he
y'all
should
know.
do
I'm
feet.
about to show you some.
You said he should do feet on fucking OnlyFans,
That's
bro.
super suspect.
You are
Okay,
so...
do feet on TikTok. Fuck, man. That's your fucking
You need to
outlet.
learn how to do something on TikTok and follow those girls.
I-
Hey, give one shout out. Shout out to those girls on TikTok, baby.
Shout out.